Here it comes. I can feel it. It's coming. There it is. Hi, guys. Good morning. Can you hear me? That's the first question. You can see and hear me perfect, Nancy. Nancy knows that that's always my first question. I'm still getting used to all this technology, so she knows. How's everybody doing? Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to go on Do Not Disturb. Just a second. Let me see if I can do that from here. There we go. There we go. Okay, good. So I made myself a new t-shirt that says Share Joy. I'm all about the joy and the fun. Hi, Jan. Thank you for being here. I know you have to leave early, but I'm going to join you guys afterwards. I have my coffee. So today, I'm going to just make a strap while we're talking about what I'm going to make. This is going to be a Louie waist pack modified. Hi, Nance. Hi, Lori. All of my admins have to leave at a certain time, guys. So, we'll just do the best we can. That's what I say. I don't know if it's a little early for Dawn. She may not be able to join. So I'm just adding a piece of leather to the end of my strap. To cover the nylon webbing. Let me move it down here for a minute. Hi, Diane. Hi, everybody. Hi, guys. So I decided, I got a little bug in my ear yesterday. And we were going somewhere, and I wanted to take a smaller bag. Oh, we went to the beach. So I wanted to take a smaller bag. So I didn't have my, and my bags are all pretty small, but I didn't want to take anything big at all. So I got an old Louie out, and it didn't quite fit. Lori, you'd appreciate this. It didn't quite fit. It does fit, but it's a snug fit. My large mega accordion wallet. And I really like that, so I didn't want to change it. So I thought, you know what? I'm just going to make myself a modified Louie. I'm just going to stitch this down. That's a little wider. That's the only thing I'm changing about it, is making it a little wider. So we'll see. And I'm making it out of leather. So it's this gorgeous lamb leather. That I did interface with foam. I just kind of felt it was a little too floppy without anything. So, all right, let's add a swivel clasp. And I do my Louie straps as a removable in case I ever want to change my strap. So I always do them removable. Ooh, yeah. With 2 swivel clasps. Oh, I don't know what I'm thinking, you guys. I'm really weirdo today. There we go. Okay, now I'm going to add my other little strap tab here. Just to prevent, I don't like fraying of my bonded or my seatbelt webbing. And I made it a little too wide. I don't know why I did that. That's okay. There we go. Let's make sure this isn't twisted. So we'll see. You know, I've never made one modified with, and I'll show you the pieces as soon as I'm done here with the strap. You should have seen me this morning, you guys. I changed my needle, and the screw that holds the needle fell out, and it took me 10 minutes to get it back on. And multiple screwdrivers. I was like, good grief. Don't do that again, Barb. But I hadn't changed my needle in a while, so I felt I needed to. Okay, so that's all I did. I just added a piece of leather here to cover the end of the seatbelt webbing so it doesn't fray. I don't like turning them multiple times, folding the seatbelt webbing. It just becomes pretty thick. I don't know. It's just a preference, I guess. Let's put that over here. Let's have a sip of coffee. What's everybody doing today? Hi, Annie. Hi, Jeannie. Hi, Val. Hi, Aunt. Let's see. Ellie, Kathy. Hi, guys. So if I don't see your comment and you ask a question or something, just say it again, and I'll be happy to look up and see it. Be sure to click the thumbs up. I appreciate that. It's right down below the Jeannie's designs. Okay, so here's what we're making it out of. This is gorgeous lamb, kind of a sagey green leather. And then the lining is this, what Louie sent me last week. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at these two together. They're just perfect. Very, very pretty. It's just very pretty. So that's what I got. And before we do anything else, let's just put our tag on, so I don't forget that, because I've been known to forget it. And that's always disappointing, you know. I did, like I said, interface all my leather with foam. And it's just EVA foam I got originally on Amazon, but then I found some on AliExpress, so I got a whole bunch on AliExpress. EVA foam. The 1 millimeter is what I got. I personally like it. It's pretty sticky. Marie, you're waiting to be summoned by your husband. You're going to be his worker bee today? I love it. What are you doing? Are you working in the yard? Or what are you working on? That's funny. Hi, Shane. Hi, Bonnie. Hi, Barb. I know. It's really the last of this leather that I have. So I decided, you know what? This would be a great Louie. Even though I'm not a huge green fan, I don't mind this color. So, I'm trying to use what I have. I know I'm usually not very successful at that, but that's what I'm going to do today. And someone sent me a link. You guys may have seen it. I don't know. It was my friend Lori, who is Miss Enabler, just saying. A picture of purple leather. It was gorgeous. I didn't buy any. In fact, we were going to go up to St. Augustine this week. We had a hotel room and everything. And we looked at the weather and we just decided it is just too darn hot. You know, all the heat warnings and how hot it is, it's just, we wouldn't have enjoyed it. Annie, I can. Let me show you. I don't like how thick it gets when you fold over the seatbelt webbing 2 times. So I just add a little piece of either vinyl or leather. And I just cut it the width of the webbing. Let me see if I can zoom for you guys. Let me see if I can do it. There we go. Isn't that cool? So it's just a 1 1/4 inch, and this is 1 inch seatbelt webbing. So 1 1/4 inch by 1 inch. And that just covers the end of the seatbelt webbing, so it prevents it from fraying. And you can use leather, you can use vinyl, any non-fraying fabric. Okay, I got my tag on, and I think I got it on straight. All right. Let me change this back. Hold, please. There we go. Okay. I'm getting pretty fancy with the old cameras. I didn't catch what Marie's having to do. We've been in business for 27 years. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, you're working on airboats. How fun is that? Wow. All right, because I haven't made a Louie in quite some time, I do have my pattern up here on my iPad. So let's see what we're doing. So you take your back bottom lining piece, and we're going to put right side up, and our zipper is right side up, and we're just going to baste that on. I hope it doesn't summons you for a while. This is important stuff. Oh, thanks, Lena. I alternate between the French manicure and the red. Tony prefers the red. I didn't think I put any double-sided tape there. I'm just gonna, I think I will. So I alternate every other time I get them done. I like them both, so I don't really care. I actually, I prefer the French, but it is more expensive. You know, it takes more time to do it, I guess. All right, so now that we have that basted on, we're going to put our exterior sandwiched right side down. And I should have left my, you know what, I'm going to, oh dear, I'm going to take my zipper pull off, and look what I just did. I closed my zipper with this zipper jig, and so it has multiple purposes. I just love it. Myth Leather Co. I just love it. All right, now we're going to sew that on at the full seam allowance. The only really thing I changed, you guys, was I made the gusset, the zipper gusset, bigger. I'll show you. Okay, so now we're going to fold those wrong sides together. Yeah, and it just, I think it's actually a more professional look, too, because there's no raw edges, except for the leather or the vinyl. Okay. Now we're going to top stitch. And, you know, we went to the beach yesterday down in Anna Marie Island. And we got there at like, I don't know, 8:15. And it wasn't too bad at 8:15. Okay. All right, now we need the back lining. Back. I wrote on here, but you can't even see it. The back bottom lining. And we're going to lay that right on top. Let me get some more double side tape. So we got there at 8:15. It wasn't bad. You know, there was hardly anybody there that early. And by the time we left, which was right at about 11, it was so hot. And the place was packed. Even with how hot it was, I was like, wow, surprising. So just right on top of that raw edge of the zipper that you have. And then we went to this place called the Ugly Grouper. They have the absolute best tacos, grouper tacos I've ever had in my entire life. But it's an outdoor restaurant. Now they have fans and, you know, but when it's 95 degrees and the heat index is like 125, just kidding. You gotta go, he's calling you. Okay. Have fun. You're a good woman. Now we're going to lay that back top outside piece on top of our zipper. So we ate, and it really wasn't too bad. I think the problem was we were already really hot from the beach. So, yeah, Jan's been there. Jan had a shrimp Caesar salad. Oh, we love grouper, Jean. It's very expensive, so we don't get it very often. I mean, Tony and I split these. They're two huge grouper tacos, but then they also have the best coleslaw ever. It's got pineapple in it. So we got an extra side of the coleslaw. So we each had coleslaw and a grouper taco. It was so good. But it was hot. So we didn't linger at the old ugly grouper this time. We ate and got out of there. And Jan, you'll be happy to know I was going to get another t-shirt, but I didn't. It is easy to make coleslaw, but this coleslaw was so good. All right, I'm going to top stitch with that seam allowance underneath. So I am using this lamb leather. I did not skype it. Most of the time, I won't say all the time, but most of the time lamb leather is too soft and thin to skype. Not all the time, but that's been my experience. It's pretty soft and it's thin enough that for this, it didn't really need to be skyped. You know, Nancy, speaking of making coleslaw, I should really try it. And just put some pineapple in it. That's what makes it. Tony loves pineapple, so it makes it kind of sweet. We should try it. Yeah, just dice it in. Why not? All right, I want my zipper pocket or my zipper pull going this way. Okay. Beautiful. Nice. All right, I'm just gonna stitch over my ends. I probably don't need to do that because we're gonna trim this anyway, so. Okay. Now, I need to grab my pattern piece, which for me is my, I make this bag so much, I have templates. So now we're gonna just trim this piece up. And on the template, where she has the zipper, is where you want to lay it. And I'm just going to trace around it. Let me see. Yeah, perfect. Then before I cut that, I'm going to stitch right inside that line and then I'll cut it. Trim it. Oh, you guys, I'm going to give you a sneak peek. Let me have a cup of coffee. Let me move the camera up here. I'll trim this first so I can finish this one little task, Barb. Chris, at Simply Classic, is releasing a pattern tomorrow. And I have it early only because it was in her quarterly subscription box, which I got, and I just finished. I did a cutting out video. And I just finished the bag. You guys are going to love it. So there's my, ends up being my bag. Okay. So here it is. It's called the Zara. Very cute, you guys. Look at this. It's got this flap. Then you open it, and the endless possibilities on how you do this patchwork. It's 4 pieces. There's a top, the bottom, and 2 sides. I just used 2 different colors of blue. Isn't that pretty? Easy. Very easy to do. So that's the front, and then on the back there is a slip pocket that fits my iPhone 14 Pro Max perfectly. Perfect. Then you open it up, and it has a zipper closure, and you have your standard, zipper pocket and slip pocket. It's pretty easy. It's, I think the cutting out is probably the longest part, because unless you're going to do it all out of one fabric, you need to decide what you're going to do here. This would be perfect for either vinyl or leather scraps. So I think that's what I'm going to do on my next one. This happens to be vinyl, but I'm going to make one out of leather, and I'm going to do use some of my leather scraps. Why not? Very roomy. Now I will in the video you'll see she tells you there's no closure to this flap. She tells you don't interface it. Well, I did. I thought, well, all flaps need interfacing. Well, don't do it. It doesn't need it because you want it to be flappy so it flops over. Don't interface your flap on the Zara. Just saying. And then it's got a crossbody strap. I don't know what she calls it. She may call it an intermediate, but I think it's, anybody can do it. It's, the longest part is deciding what fabrics to use on the front. But it's very nice. And I think, whenever she does a new pattern launch, it's on sale, I believe. Don't quote me on that, but. All right, so there we have our bag with our pockets. Look how pretty that is on the inside. I don't know if Louise is here, but I absolutely love that. And it's her lightweight waterproof canvas. All right, let me see what I'm supposed to do next. Oh, okay, so this is where the difference is. The next is the zipper. I am not using the flanges that come with it, just that little piece. I honestly do like the shape the flanges give you, but I wanted mine to be a little wider. We'll see how it comes out. I think Kasaya has done this hack. I'm not sure, but I think she has. So I'm going to add 2 zipper pulls. Did I make my zipper long enough to add them after the fact? Yes, I did. So we'll do that instead. So my zipper, I made each of my gussets for my zipper 2 inches wide. So it's going to be much wider, and I may actually cut one of these down. I'm going to have to see because I did not change my bottom gusset. Yeah, I'm probably going to cut the front one down. We'll see. But the back one, I'm going to leave at 2 inches. So, oh, we got a helicopter above. You can't even hear it. Our windows have like no soundproofing. Wow. Oh, it's an Army helicopter. Yeah. They must be doing some exercises. We don't live that far from MacDill. Okay, so there's that. And then I'm going to lay a lining piece right side down. Oh my. The zipper tape gods are with me, you guys. I probably shouldn't have said that, should I? Because now it won't be as easy. Okay. Now, I do also want to say, if you did not watch Louie and Dawn, they did a live yesterday, and they did the Tulua. I'm not sure I'm saying it right, Lori. The Tulua 2.0 from Country Cow. It turned out really cute. It's really, really cute. You should go watch that. It was a live yesterday. All right, let's sew this on. The other thing this allows me to do, here, let me turn you, is bind both sides. You don't have to turn one of them, which I don't mind doing, binding. Did I say it right, Lori? The Tuluya? It's kind of a, I don't know what that word means. Tulua 2.0? Tuluje? Oh, I don't know. Oh, you like my shelf? Here, let me show you my shelf, guys. This shelf right here, it's attached to my table. It's all Lori's fault. She got one and showed it to me, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to have that. So I have one here, and I also have one over on Thor. Yep. Very handy. Very handy. And they're from IKEA. Somebody can probably link them. Oh, good, Jan. Thank you. They were $20. We have sadly, we have an IKEA 20 minutes away. I've been there 4 times in the last few weeks. Much to Tony's chagrin. Okay. I actually got 3 of them. I have one here. I have one on Thor. I really needed the one on Thor more than anything. And then I also have one back on Skyview. Can you see it? Let me get out of the way. Oh. Here, let me show it to you. My chair's in the way. Here it is. So right now I have thread, and I have my own tweezers on it for Skyview. And there's nothing to putting them together, and they're very sturdy. You know, the other thing you can do is this little bobbin keeper that I have has magnets on the back. Just fits right there. Perfect. So it's Lori's fault. We're going to blame Lori today. They are perfect shells. No, it doesn't have a drawer. I have 2 drawers on Thor because I have such little space because of the opening. And I find that's really all I need. Plus this, Tony said to me, he goes, if we're going to go get this, do you get rid of your little cart? I said, oh no, I need it all. He laughed. Organization is one of those things. Where did I get this bobbin keeper? This was from Ashley Flolick. She has a website. Her son, I think, makes all these 3D printed things. I love it. Our friend Danielle, though, is going to be coming out with some, too. Something similar. Her husband is going to help her do it. I should probably reach out to her and ask her how close she is. To getting it released. Jan, do you know? She was coming out with that back in May. Lori beat me. I love it. Okay. Isn't that going to be pretty? All right, we're going to do the other side. You know what? Before I do that, should I, let me see something. Where's my gusset? My bottom gusset. I'm just going to go ahead and put it together, and then we'll decide how narrow to make it. How about that? I mean, I don't want to take too much off, but I forgot when I cut my bottom that I was going to make this wider. I guess I could go cut a new piece, but that's leather, so I don't really want to do that either. So we're going to just deal with it. Yeah, ask her. Because her stuff's going to be nice too. Okay, lay your lining right on top of that. And let's stitch that on. A 3D printed hanger. What is that? A 3D printed hanger. For what, Brenna? I'm not sure I know. 6 stitches, Donna. That's it. That's who she is. Ashley Florick is 6 stitches. That's exactly who she is. I haven't been out there in a long time. I got those a long time ago, but I'm assuming they still carry them. Her son does all. I think her son does all the 3D printing. It started with some little clip balls. Oh, bag hangers for bags? Huh. I don't know. Well, that's interesting. All right, now that I have that folded, how much extra do I have? Oh, dear. So, I am going to take off. I'm going to cut it down. I don't want to, but I'm going to. Hi, Joanna. Yeah, I'm going to trim it. I don't really want to, but I think I must. Because I'm not going to go cut another piece of leather. And even with this, it'll be wider, so it'll be good. All right, let me just mark it so I can cut a straight line. How about that? Huh? Yeah. So what this does is it leaves, it's still adding, maybe 3/4 of an inch. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to stitch that before I, let's try and do it right, Barb. Barb. Then I'll cut it afterwards. So I've not done this before, so this is kind of a little bit of a trial and error. Okay. Now let's cut that extra off. You know, the one thing I really like about it is I have my bowl of clips on that shelf. So no longer do I constantly have to move them out of the way if I have something big. Okay. So let's see. It's still a little bit wide, but that's okay. That'll work. All right, let's add our zipper pulls. Where does the Molly caddy come from? You made a leather Louie, no lining. The flange was only thing odd. Really? You didn't do any lining? You just left it raw on the inside then? Huh. Well, that would be gorgeous. I fell in love with this lining from Louie, so I had to use it. I decided on this leather once I decided to use this lining because I liked it so much. Sand Fabric Creations. Yeah. Okay, so there's my zipper pulls. Let me have a sip of coffee. The dowel rod hanger. Huh. Well, we need to get Danielle going on that. Okay, let's do our gusset. So, I just realized there's a little tear there. Let's put a little piece of tape. So if you ever have a little tear or a little cut in your fabric, just cover it with a piece of tape because it's going to be in the seam allowance and that'll just keep it together. No one will ever know. So I didn't have enough of the sage, so I had to I'm using black for my bottom gusset, which is fine. A little contrast. Oh, you found it, Jan. Oh, good. I might have to go get some more. I like it so much. All right, let's sew this together. I forget what the seam allowances are. I think I know. Let me see. Yeah, okay. The other thing about lamb is it's a little stretchy, so you definitely want to, depending on what you're doing with it, you'll want to interface it. All right, so then I'll pull those wrong sides together and just top stitch. Okay, and we're going to pull this up to the other side. Oh, Sue, I'm so sorry. Judy, do you have to leave? I'm so sorry. I'll miss you. Oh, Jan has to leave. I know. They're going to go do some sewing together, and I'm going to join them as soon as I'm done. I'm sure they'll still be doing it. Brenna, if you want to go join them, go ahead. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. It'll be fine. I'll kind of watch the chat. So if we have any weirdos, I can get rid of them. Okay. Hi, Tammy. Okay, we're sewing a modified Louie today. I think all my admins had to leave. What time is it? Oh, yeah. Dawn, are you staying? You're here for a bit? Okay. I mean, if you want to go sew too, you can. I'll be fine, but if you would stay, that would be fabulous too. All right, let's put this wrong sides together. And let's clip it in place all the way along. Hi, Myth. I said hi, Myth. Hi, Garth. You're not a weirdo. So, Garth, Myth Leather Co. is where I used your zipper jig already today. I used it to close the zipper. It's perfect for that, too. So many uses. All right. Let's do this. You have an appointment with Lori? Really? Well, that's just rude. You two. Okay. I'm kidding. I'm going to do it from the right side here. right. Now I'm going to trim. My gusset is a little smaller than my top zipper, so we're just going to trim this back. Yeah, are you guys doing another live, Dawn and Lori? If you are, I'm so sorry I didn't know. I wouldn't have gone live. I hate that. I hope you, are you? Are you guys going to do another live? I'm so sorry if you are. Oh, okay. Okay. Phew. I hate stepping on people's toes. I hate doing that. Hi, Melissa. All right, so there's our gusset. Isn't that pretty? Look at that lining. Stunning. Oh, I didn't finish this. Hold on. Oh, please. Okay. All right, what's next? Let me look at the pattern, you guys. All right, so that's our back piece and our gusset. Now we're going to do those little strap keepers. Let me find those. And I did these out of black too, and this black is very thin. So I did put some foam out of the seam allowances on here too. So I need some D-rings. Oh yeah. No worries. No worries. Sorry, I thought I just didn't want to be stepping on people's toes for lives. I've done that some lately and I don't like that. So I'm going to make these fairly short. I'm just going to make them 4 inches, and I may actually cut them off more. Again, I do this a little different than the pattern because I like to have a removable strap. Okay, let's put our D-rings on. Her website is Measure and Cut. I don't think she has it out there yet. Anything really. I'm not even sure the website is live yet, but her company is Measure and Cut. I am just sewing these so they don't move around on me. This won't be seen. Okay. So now you're going to take this piece and we're going to, I'm trying to decide. Yeah, I'm going to put this in here so the D-ring is on the inside, right where I stitched it. I'm thinking out loud, guys. Thinking. So I'm trying to keep the webbing outside of this edge because it gets really thick when you sew it on. And I don't like that. It gets really, really thick. So I'm trying to keep it outside of that. Oops. D-ring goes inside. so that it decreases the bulk. Otherwise, it gets so bulky. Even with just nylon seatbelt webbing, it can get pretty bulky. Okay. Hi, Lainey. All right, so this is a pretty decent seam allowance, just FYI. There's a little something there, so let's just do it. Yeah, I'm going to be really glad I interfaced this. Okay, I am going to trim. I'm not trimming my seatbelt webbing, but I'm going to trim everything else just a little. And even right there. Okay, so I just trimmed this and just a tiny bit right here. Now let's turn this right side out and see if I got my desired effect. Yes, I did. It's perfect. Hey, Dawn or Lori, if you're still here, will you go to my website and find, I have new, I didn't bring any in here. I'm starting to carry 14 millimeter rivet magnetic snaps in black matte, light gold, and antique brass. So those are active on the website. You know, there's a lot of times that you need a little smaller magnetic snap than 18, and so I just decided to start carrying them. So I have them I just got them yesterday, so they're available on the website now. And if we don't go too long, I'll go show you. But they're thin rivet magnetic snaps. You do have to have the die for the 14 millimeter, just FYI. Okay, I'm going to go around again. Oops. One more time. Oh, my thread got caught behind here. Ah, that is funny. There we go. I've never had that happen. That's weird. All right, here we go. Thank you, Dawn. Okay, let's do this other one. Hey guys, can we thank Dawn? Dawn is a new admin for my channel, and she has just joined, and it's just been seamless. It's like she's been part of us forever. So thank you, Dawn. I mean, you know, there are just some people, and I have the best admins. I know I say that all the time, but I truly mean it, and they mean the world to me, honestly. So thank you, Dawn, for joining. We appreciate you. And she started a new YouTube channel. So Lori, or Dawn, you can link your own channel. She has a new YouTube channel. It's not new, but she has a YouTube channel. So please somebody link that for her too. I'm all about supporting people with new channels because I had a lot of support when I started. Lauren, Kasaya, who else? A bunch of people helped me. So I'm all about helping others. I would have done it anyway. Share the joy, you know? Share the joy. What did I miss? I have one more day of summer school after today. Brenna has no internet. Oh no. Bummer. I'll be fine. If you guys need to go, I'll be fine. No worries. You guys go and have your call. I'll be fine. I'm not really in a hurry today to sew, other than I want to go join my friends. All right, there we go. Two of these. All right, now we're going to add these to the back, I believe. Yep. So these go a little bit down from the top. I'm just cutting off those little dog ears. So here I'm going to close my zipper again with my handy dandy zipper jig. It's a beautiful thing. All right, so we want to measure down from the top. And we're going to attach that on the back. And I'm going to show you why I don't put my seatbelt webbing in here, because it gets so thick. I almost had it on backwards, you guys. Isn't that funny? Okay. Oh! Did you see that? I broke a clip. Is that even? Yeah. Okay. So that's what you should have. Even, it's really basically at the top of where your zipper starts, but she gives you a measurement for that. Hey, my crafty reporter friend. How are you? You guys had a wild time over the weekend, didn't you? In Las Vegas? A bunch of us are planning to go next year. Although they have that in Orlando. Maybe that's where I should go. So was it fun, Amber? Are you exhausted? What was the loss? We lost our dog. Oh, I know Melissa lost her dog. It's awful, you guys. Yep. Okay, so there it is. I know. I'm so glad, Amber. We should do a live together. We really should. What do you want to do? Let's plan it. I love how that looks. All right, let's find our centers. Going to find my centers, and then we're going to add our lining on all our pockets. Hi, Kathy. I didn't see you come in, Kathy. Lauren is the nicest. I completely agree. She is, I mean, I will say Lauren's is a sweetheart, but everybody in the bag making community, I have met one person that she's okay, but she's not particularly friendly. Everybody else is a gem and a half. Just a gem and a half. All right, I am adding, this is the other thing that I am doing. I am adding a slip pocket on the inside. I haven't done it before, but I just decided to, and I'm just doing it the whole width of the bag. So I'm doing wrong sides together. Man, I'm going to have to change my needle again. I think I had so much trouble changing it that it got a burr on it or something. It's making a ton of noise. I don't like it. All right, now I am going to add some leather to the top of this. Sorry, I was trying to keep up with comments and I'm doing a terrible job. Okay. Fold that over. And then we'll top stitch that. Hey, Melissa, I know it's not been long since you lost your doggie. Are you going to get a new dog, though? We lost Kendall 2 years ago, and then we lost Jackie in March. And we're waiting a little while before we get, partly because we want to do some traveling. But it's hard. I miss those dogs every single day. Every single day. They were half human. You know? It's very hard. They're family. Okay. I'm just going to baste or sew this on. I will divide it. It's too wide. I think my friend Cindy Revan was the first one that talked about doing this, adding a pocket. So I want to give her credit for that. Let's just do let's do a 3-inch pocket. That one could be used for a bunch of stuff, like a phone, maybe. Hi, Tara. Tara, I love your bag. I have to say, this is probably one of my favorite bags ever. I am modifying it just a little, and it's actually Kasai's fault. She made it wider, and then Cindy added this pocket, so I'm doing it. Although I'm a little worried that I'm losing the, oops, I didn't catch my sides. I'll have to go back over that. Without the flange, I'm losing the shape, which is part of the reason I love the bag. So we'll see. But this is one of my favorite bags ever. I probably made 20 of them, at least. Probably more than that. It's a very popular bag. I think I've sold almost every one I've made. They're so popular. So, thank you. Okay, good. You don't mind. I didn't think you did. All right, so there is the slip pocket. It's just got a nice pocket. And then probably a pen pocket or for lipstick, which I never wear lipstick anymore. I should, but I don't. All right, now we're going to add our, let's see, I want this slip pocket to be in the back. So we're going to add these wrong sides together. Matching our centers. I'm carrying a Louie right now, but it's and it's a leather croc Louie, which I love. Okay, that, and then my front. I'm gonna add these wrong sides together. It's a very versatile pattern. It's very popular with the younger generation too. Because you know, most of the younger generation, they don't carry much. And if I don't carry much anymore, does that mean I'm part of the younger generation now? I'm going to say yes. All right, do I have any more pieces left? I don't. That's a beautiful thing. All right, let's base this all together. Okay. My bobbin acted up a little bit there. I have no idea why. I didn't hold my threads. I'm sure that's why. All right, there's one. You always put pockets on the back panel. Yeah, I agree. I agree. I completely agree. Cynthia, what do you mean? Yes, you are. I missed it. I'm sorry. What did you say? Oh, Young at Heart. Yes. Thank you, Cynthia, for supporting me. All right. Now, let's attach our gusset. Let's find our centers. So we're going to put these two together. And I just clip them. For me, it makes it easier. Find the center on the bottom. You did 120%. Oh, I might have to do that. Boy, that what size? If you do 120%, I can't do the math in my head, but I wonder what size that makes it. Let me grab my piece, and I got a mark for my gusset, so on my pieces. Hold on. There's one. It's like a whole purse. Okay. Let's do it. I'm going to open this up, and I'm putting the narrower part on the front, just like she does with the normal pattern. Let me grab my clips. Let's add it to the bottom. Melissa. Oh my gosh, that's funny. Why do I hear two sewing machines going? That is funny. That's funny, Melissa. I love it. He's keeping track of you. Look at that. That's funny. Oh, let me see. Where's my gusset mark? Oh my gosh, it's working perfectly. I love it when a plan comes together just perfect. I might have to clip my gusset just a little. I'm going to have to tell Tony that. That's pretty funny. That is pretty funny. So put your gusset where you marked your front and back pieces, and it works out perfectly. If you followed her seam allowances, it's perfect. I am going to clip my bottom corner though. Yeah. Let's do that. And you always clip your straight edge, which is your gusset. And don't only clip half of your seam allowance. At least that's my rule of thumb. And I just put like 5 or 6 clips in there. This is going to be my bag, you guys. This is my new bag. And I know I say that a lot, but this one is definitely my new bag. Yep. All right, let's do it. Let's have a sip of coffee. And then we will do it. Let me check my bobbin. I started with a new bobbin. Yeah, we're good. All right, I'm just going to start on the bottom here. Did anybody watch Lauren last night? I think she got some new cameras. She's controlling them with her phone. I don't know if she got these Nevo cameras, but they are fabulous. Yeah, my needle, I might have to change it before I top stitch. They're going to learn a racket. Just making sure my zipper pulls out of the way. So if you're not a fan of binding, you may not want to do it this way. This is not, as far as binding goes, this is an easy bag to bind. But this way I'm doing it, we bind both sides. The other way is fine too. I've done it 19, 20 times, and it's fine. It's perfect. Oh my gosh, I love it. All right, I'm just going to even out my corners for my binding. Not much. I tend to be an over trimmer, so I'm going to, somebody yell at me if I start to go wild here. Okay, good enough. Let's get some binding. What about this one? That's the ticket. This is Dusty Blue. This is from your vinyl source. It's really pretty. Dusty Blue. It's perfect. All right, we're going to do my binding method. Excuse me. And it's actually a binding method that my friend BJ taught me. I'm going to clip it on, pull it all the way around. Kasai even does it this way now. I love it. And then get it over here, cut it. Take it off, and we're going to sew the ends together. And then put it back on. It's perfect. Yeah, it's funny because BJ called me one day. Oh my gosh, this was forever ago. Yeah, I like fold. I really prefer fold over elastic. When I first started using it, I hated it. I didn't like it at all. And I think part of it was that I couldn't get it on right. You know? But it's kind of like with anything, it just takes practice. All right, let's just pull it all the way around, nice and taut. And you know, binding is one of those things. It doesn't have to be perfect. If you get it on and it doesn't go on, you don't catch the other side, then just go over it again. It's deep inside the bag and nobody's ever going to see it. That's what I say. But the more you do it, the better you will get. Just like anything. It's like riding a bike. And I probably tend to overclip, but I like it to be, stay where I put it, you know? Whoop. All right, let's see. And I really like when my thread matches my binding as well. Because then if I make a boo-boo, nobody's going to see it, or it'll be very less visible. All right, here we go. Hold your threads, Barb. Ugh. I'm gonna have to change my needle. I'm gonna see if I can get through this bag. Because you don't want to watch me change a needle. Not on a live. That would be more painful than putting a number 3 zipper pull on a live. Anybody else love these colors? Oh my gosh. You ordered a bunch of rolls from AliExpress. Oh, do they have fold over elastics? Well, they have everything. What am I even saying that for? Okay. All right, let's see if we caught both sides. I'm hopeful. Oh my gosh, we did. It's perfect in every way. Love it. All right, let's add the front. And then we'll be done. What are you guys sewing today? Who else is sewing? Trying to find my center. Oh dear. You have a Louie on your table. I love it. These are so popular. Gosh. You know, I have to admit something though, Tara. I've never made the small. I've always made the medium. I've never made the small. And like I said, I've made, I don't know how many of these. I think the small actually is probably a little more popular with the young generation because most of them are, at least the ones I know, are minimalist. You know, they don't really like to carry a purse per se, so this is good because they just throw a few things in it. Where's my mark? There it is. But I've never made it. I have the templates, acrylic templates for the medium, as you saw. Oh, Rhonda, you're gonna do a Tula J 2.0. I love that. I did just recently buy the new Can Do. I think it's called the Trio. I can't remember. But that's probably going to be my next bag. I think Lori and I actually might do it live together. And then I really want to make a leather everyday crossbody by Cower Threads. I really want to do that too. But I have a bunch of new patterns that I need to get through. I have a whole list that I need to do. And what am I doing? My old favorite, the Louie. Oh, that's a broken clip. Okay. One more. Let's do it. Oh my gosh, that binding is perfect. I'm going to have to show this to Renata at your vinyl source. How perfect it goes. All right, here we go. You have so many cut out. I know. I don't. I cut them out and then I sew them. I don't like. Isn't that weird how we differ? If I cut something out, I want to just go sew it. Like I cut this one out yesterday. Or maybe it was the day before. But it's been in its little bin just looking at me. I'm like, are you ever going to sew me up? I'm so pretty. I said, okay, I'll do it. Whoa. Noisy. Can you hear that needle? Can you hear it going into the fabric, making all that racket? It's sewing fine, but wow. Not good, Bob. Okay. Let's briefly, minimally even our corners out for our binding. Don't overdo it, bud. Okay. So, oh my gosh, you guys. I'm just looking at it to make sure I'm not seeing any of my binding or my basting stitches. Ooh, I see a tiny bit of basting right there. So I'm going to fix that. Just right here on this side only. Let's fix that. You don't want to see your basting stitches when you're all done. Let's see. Better. Better, better. Oh my gosh. I can see him just a little on this side too, so let's fix that. Just a couple stitches. You're not a fan of binding? Well, I can tell you the first time I bound a bag, I think I actually threw it away because it was so awful. And I said, I'm not ever doing that again. And what happened was there was a new, I don't even remember what it was. There was a bag that came out that was released that was a bound bag. And I really wanted to do it. So I gave it another try and it went much better. And then every time since then, it's just gotten better. So I've done it since then. I actually prefer binding now. There are multiple ways to bind bags too. It doesn't have to be folded over elastic. Yeah, the original has one, and I really like how she does the original. One side is turned and not bound. So if you do the original, it's much, if you don't like binding, there's just one side. You guys, Tara is the designer of the Louie. She's a beautiful person. I've never met her until now, but hopefully someday we can meet Tara. All right, let's do this, guys, and then we're going to be done. Hi, Marianne. You like my shirt? Thank you. Hi, Catherine. I know, I just decided to go live today. I did it at the last minute. You know. What's in September? Lori, what's in September? What am I missing? Oh, you're going to, what are you going to in September? I forget. One day we'll meet. I just met a bunch of people at Socation. I know. I know. I saw some of those pictures. They look so much fun. I was telling Tony, I said, I wish I'd gone to that. It's a long trip for me. All the way across the country. Oh, you're going to go meet Tara. Oh, man. You're going to spend time with your mom. That's right. And do some canning and stuff for winter. That's right. How fun that is going to be. That is going to be fun, Lori and Tara. All right, as soon as we get this on, we are done. And you know what I might have to do is make an accordion. Oh, I don't think I have enough of the leather. Bummer. I'm pretty sure I don't have any more, even a small piece of the leather. Well, I will say the mega accordion I'm carrying right now is similar in color. So it might just have to work. All right, is that on there? This isn't on there even. All right, that's gonna work. I put my clips on upside down. It's very disturbing. Do I have enough bobbin? I don't want to start this and not have enough. Let me see. Oh, yeah, I do. Okay. All right. Here we go. Is anybody else kind of crazy about how their clips are put on? Mine are on upside down. It's a bummer. Still works, but I don't like it as well. I know, I'm worried about that. Plus, I don't like to mix my clips in my bowl. I'm really not that kind of an obsessive, compulsive person, but those little things drive me crazy for some reason. The clips don't come off as easy. Just saying. That's how they're designed to be put on. Oh, you do? Really? That's funny. I do the exact opposite. Isn't that funny how different people do things? Okay, guys, we're almost there. This is so nice. Can't wait. I'm not sure I'm catching the other side. Well, we'll see, won't we? All right, moment of truth. Did she catch? Nope, I didn't. I missed one little spot. Right there and just right there. No harm done. Let's fix it. This is why it's nice to have the same color thread. That's exactly where I thought I was missing it too. Isn't that funny? You can just tell. All right, no harm done. We caught it everywhere else. Did I burn this over here? All right, let me change the camera back up. Okay. Where'd my strap is right here. All right, here we go, guys. Is there anything on the inside I need to fix before I turn it? I don't like that. Hold on. Let me fix that. I caught it, but it felt like it wasn't all the way on there. So. All right, let's turn it right side out. Oh dear. And look how easy that turns. It's just so easy. The one other thing I like about the Louie, it opens very wide. Oh my gosh. And I don't have one pucker. It's a beautiful thing, guys. Not one pucker. Oh my gosh. OMG. I'm going to go get the one I'm carrying now. I'll go get it real quick because it's how the pattern is originally designed, and I love it. But it's got all my stuff in it, and I'll show you why I needed one just a hair bigger. Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on. Let me go get my one I'm carrying right now, and I'll show you. So this is the original Louie. And this is leather too. This is just some croc leather. But do you see these little flanges here? I love the shape it gives the bag. Okay, so here is how wide it opens. And here is my mega accordion. What about, oh, I use the Mevo cameras, Tara. Thank you, Dawn. I use the Mevo cameras. Oh my gosh, look how perfect this matches. I didn't plan this. I'll link them in the description below, this so you can see. The Mevo, and they're the same ones that Kasaya uses. I think mine's just a newer version, but they work beautifully, and it's all controlled on my phone. Here's my mega accordion wallet. This is leather too. You'd never think that you would carry so many cards. I only have 2 credit cards and an ID, but the rest are like medical cards, pharmacy cards, business cards from people, and then receipts. It's Lori's fault. Oh my gosh. And then I always carry a little Jordan for all my loose stuff. And it's full of stuff right now. A little overpacked. And then I still carry a sanitizer, a pen, and a little thing for your phone. You know, when you're getting your nails done, you have to have something to, yeah. So I can put that in my little pocket back here. And my pen. And my eyeglass case. Oh my gosh, you guys. I love it. Oh my gosh. Let me put it on for you. I really didn't know if I would like it as much, but I love it. Okay. I probably made this too long, but that's okay. Look at that. You guys, my new favorite bag. The Louie. I love it. And look how much room there is in there. Can you see? Let me move the camera down here. You can see it closer. Oh, $1 fell out. I mean, I've got extra room now. You know what I could put in here now is my sunglass case. Longer is better, I know. You guys. You know, it's funny because I haven't used, let me put my dollar bill back in there. I haven't used any of my lamb leather in a while because I've been skiving. And so, oh my gosh. I know I'm going crazy over it. And I'm not doing it because Tara's here, but I would do that without her here because I love the Louie. But I love that I increased the size. Now, it does change the shape. So let me show you. And I like the original shape of the Louie, honestly. So you can see the flange here gives it that nice shape on the front. I still did the back zipper pocket. So the back zipper pocket is where I put my phone. The Louie modified. So I added a slip pocket on the inside. And then this zipper gusset is 2 inches. And this front one is 1.5 inches. So it's probably, let me see how much wider it is on the top. It's about 3/4 of an inch wider on the top, which is perfect. It's perfect. I absolutely love it. Barb, watch for the full pattern release. I have a Louie inspired sling pack coming in late October. You do. Tara, I did not lengthen it any. Every other piece is exactly the same. The front and the back are the same. I only widened the gusset and added the slip pocket. But Tara, you know, we have a retreat here, a sewing bag retreat here in October. And I'm looking for a pattern to do at that retreat. I'm gonna reach out to you. I don't know if you'll have it done by then, but wouldn't that be fun for me to do at the retreat? I would love it. What? Let's see. What am I going to try to keep the shape is using the flange, but making it all one piece. You know, it's funny that you said that because I thought of doing that too. Making the flange, widening the flange, and just changing the shape of this. I thought about doing that too. I didn't do it, but I thought about it. So, Nicole, you should do that. Let us know. I'd love to see what you do with that. We can chat. Let's see where your dates are. Okay. That would be so fun. You guys, thanks for joining. Once again, I appreciate you all. And Tara, thanks for joining. I don't know if Amber is still here. Thanks for joining, Amber. And thanks to all my admins for doing all the links. I appreciate you guys. And if you want one of these, I don't have any more of this leather, but I'll be happy to make you one. This is mine. I'm not selling it. It's all mine. When you say keeping it all one piece, do you mean changing the front zipper section? I think that's what she means. Nicole, you're talking about you're binding that front part too. All right, guys. Nicole, maybe you should reach out to Tara. She'd probably love to hear what you're going to do. I love it. What time is it? How long were we? Right about 2 hours. That's not bad. That's not bad. Thanks. Click the thumbs up if you would. I'd really appreciate it. And like and comment and share. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.